Hi, everybody. How you doing? Dr. Teresa Phillips here, founder and CEO of Destiny Arising, an empowerment movement that is touching the world. We now have members from several countries that are part of Destiny Arising, and we want you to become a member too. Go to destinyarising.net and become a member today. Our goal is to empower and equip people in all 7 cultural spheres of influence. And that includes business, education, family, faith, arts and entertainment, media, and government. And we are so excited today. We have got this lady on that I have not known for a long time, but we found out we knew each other at a Canines for Vets event. And we didn't know we knew each other, but we talked to each other and then ended up knowing each other later. And I'm so excited today to have the Government Mountain represented today in the form of military. Yes, this is Cassandra Taylor. How many years she has been in the military? She is a veteran. She's a retired veteran. She's an author. She's empowering women with a purpose. And welcome, Cassandra. We're so happy to have you with us today. How many years did you serve?
28 years in the United States Army.
Yay! We're so proud of you. Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for your service and welcome home.
Thank you.
Welcome
Thank
home.
you.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, our veterans don't hear the words welcome home. And we love to say thank you for your service. Also say welcome home because that's a word they really need. Cassandra, I'm so happy that you're with us and you are the CEO of Top Flight Defense. Share with us what that's about.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for having me here today. It's an honor to be a part of this forum, and I applaud you for everything that you're doing as well. Top Flight Defense is a nonprofit organization for women veterans. We also engage within our community with the women in the community. And what better way to engage the community than to bring the women in? Our nonprofit organization, it's mostly geared towards the healthy being of women, because our monthly awareness classes, we talk about and do classes on the different types of health issues. In January, was it January? Yes, in January, we did a class on the heart, Love Your Heart. And we partnered with the Rush University Medical Center, and we had one of the top-notch doctors there come in and talk about a healthy heart. Then just last month, we did uterine care, uterine care. And we had a nurse from Rush also come in and talk about the care of a woman's uterus. And so every single month we do some type of health awareness for women. The month of August, it was immunization. Because what are we doing now? We're trying to get everybody vaccinated. We're talking about this new variant that's in now, the Delta variant, and then there's another one, and then the government is trying to push the booster shot. So we're trying to bring awareness to that in all of the health issues and concerns that we can for women, because we do run this world, right? Because we bring life into this world, so we need to stay healthy.
Yes, indeed. Now, I want to ask you, are these women that you're helping out, are these only veterans, or are these a community of women in your community?
Oh, no, it's all women. All women are welcome. And actually, some men have chimed in on our Zoom classes to
That's
know
awesome.
about what's going on with the women in their life. So we have the veterans, 9 times out of 10, or should I say 10 out of 10, the veteran women are the ones that are putting the classes together. And
That's
we seek,
awesome.
right, and we seek out for presenters in our community. And then once we publish it, we get whoever comes in, whether it's a female veteran or a female in the civilian world, or a male veteran or a male in the civilian world.
I almost had my grunt T-shirt on that said vet or in. I almost had it on today, but I didn't serve. I'm just the auxiliary chaplain of the district. That's all.
Oh, you're serving your community in
I'm
a
serving
different
my
way.
country the best way I can.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
I'm wearing the flag, wearing the
Well,
hat, wearing the uniform.
well, thank you. Thank you for your support. You
Well,
all
we
don't
love
get
you
that
guys.
enough.
We
You don't
love
get
what
that enough.
thank you. We love what you are doing. And you and I had a conversation a while back on a broadcast, and you talked about something that was very much not heard of, and that is the woman veteran and how she is treated. When
Yes.
I really feel, ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand this is part of the government mountain. And these are women that are on the front lines, whether they're in the desk, at the desk, at home, or abroad, whether they're the pilot, whether they're the gunner, whether they're in the submarine. These women are out there doing one thing, and they're honoring the flag of their nation, and they're working hard to keep us safe. Like I said, whether they're at home or abroad, they're vitally important. But she has a story to tell about women in the military and how they're treated. So go ahead, Cassandra.
Yeah. Well, thank you again. Um, and with my story to tell, I can only speak of my experience.
Right.
And one of the things is, well, can I speak on my book right quick?
Yes, I wish
In
you
the book.
would.
Okay. So what I did, I went out on social media and I asked for women veterans to send me a 500-word essay on why they decided to join the military. And at first, I didn't know where this was going to go. I didn't know how it was going to go. But I knew that our voices had to be heard.
Yes.
I felt that our story can help somebody else's. With the new ladies that are coming in, the new women that are coming in that may think about, I don't want to join. It is no reason why I should join this, that, and the other. But each one of the stories ended the same way. They were determined to serve this country for whatever reason they came in, they left out or they're still in for the same reason, because they love this country. And so with my story and how women are treated in the military, it's different. It's come a long way. I joined without telling my age, but telling my age. I joined in 85. Yes, I was only 10 years old. Um, but I joined in 85 and things were a little bit different, um, but it's a lot better now. It was way different, and it's like every 10 years, things change. Like women that may have joined in the 60s or the 70s, they went through a whole lot more on a negative connotation than I did in the 80s. And then when the 90s group went in, like my daughter was in the 90s group, and her basic training was totally different. They had stress cards during basic training. Yeah, you getting stressed out? Show your stress card, and the drill sergeant will stop. Figure that one out. But we are treated a lot different. And I think that's why the determination of these women that are either still in or came out within the past couple of years worked so hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Worked hard because people didn't expect us to be, the first Black female command sergeant major, really, of the United States Army Reserve, let alone a Black female. Now you're the first female. So that young lady is Command Sergeant Major retired Michelle Jones. For her, it was hard, but I can't speak for her. So I won't say it was hard, but she laid down a foundation for
Mm.
women to not allow society to dictate what job you can and cannot do. So
Oh, I
now we
love
have women
that.
in infantry. You know what I'm saying? And we are breaking so many glass ceilings. We're just knocking them down. Exactly, it doesn't exist. There's a ceiling, a glass ceiling. What? Psh, that's plastic. It's nothing because we're reaching higher heights. And that's part of what Top Flight is doing in our classes. We're going to the point where with ladies that in our top program, we are helping ladies get to their higher heights. And that's
Yeah.
why it's called the top program. And that is our desire to do just that.
Well, what
Okay,
is
we're
your
working
website?
towards it.
What's your website before I forget?
Oh, www.topflightdefenseinc.org. That's TOPFLIGHTDEFENSEINC.org.
Good, because I didn't, because you just mentioned Top Flight, and I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to go to her site and check out what she's doing. Please continue.
Oh, thank you. And when they go to our website, they will be prompted to subscribe to our newsletter. And that newsletter is put out monthly, and you'll be able to see everything that we have planned for that month. And we have a little special bonus on the last page. We acknowledge women's birthdays. So whatever lady's birthday is within that month, we say happy birthday. So if you want to be acknowledged on Top Flight Defense newsletter, send me an email to founder@topflightdefenseinc.org, and we will put your birthday on our newsletter. So thank you. I had to put that little advertisement out there.
Commercial in, or otherwise I might have forgot it. So go ahead and keep talking about what the battles were and how you have been one of these women that have been in the forefront of breaking this, what you call the glass ceiling or the brass ceiling, which some people call it. And the reason it's called the brass ceiling in some arenas is because it means a woman of high rank going up.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we have plenty of those now. And I'm telling you, the women they work hard. And that's the thing. It's like we have to work harder than our male counterparts, or we did have to work harder than our male counterparts to be acknowledged or get the promotion or get the award for something that, oh, the Good Boys Club. You know what I mean? So with the Good Boys Club, it didn't take much. It's who did you know? All right, yeah, we'll give you that promotion. So it's a lot different now, but the women aren't stopping. They're still working hard and getting that promotion and maxing their PT scores, being in the top of their class. When I tell you, it's amazing to see some of these women and we get acknowledged. And that's the good thing about it. It's good and bad. Let me explain why I say that. It's good that we get the acknowledgement. It's like, yes, she did it. The bad part about it is how come it have to be that way? It should be something that's, yeah, what did you think? We couldn't do it? You understand? It's like, yeah, thank you for acknowledging us. Thank you for giving us prop. Thank you for even putting it in the news, headlining, our first company commander of an infantry unit. Thank you. But then when you really think about it, it's like that shouldn't be top line news. It should be expected. Yes, she has the knowledge, she has the skill and the physical ability to be the commander of an infantry unit.
That's
And
awesome.
so, yeah, so that's where it's a good and bad type thing, or give and take. It's like, yeah, what did you think? Just because I'm a woman, that I could not have done this. And so it makes for a good thing, little plaque you put up on your wall that you got it. But I know in my heart and my mind that I had the ability to do it anyway. We just had to prove it to you. We had to prove to that man that we can do this job just as good, if not better, than the next one.
But that gives us motivation. And
Yes.
sometimes I think motivation is one of the things That's really lacking in today's society, that we aren't being motivated, that we are not being inspired to greatness. Personally, and this is just my opinion, I was totally offended when I saw our American athletes at the Olympics turn their back on the flag. But I come from a military family. I honor my flag. I wear that flag on my sleeve, and yet they're there to represent the best of who we are. They worked hard to get there, and they're representing us. And what I'm seeing now in a lot of society, and especially women that are, I talk to women all the time because of Destiny Rising. They're getting so discouraged, and there isn't inspiration. Here you are in the military training alongside the guys, and you're like, I can do that. I can do that.
Pretty
I'm
much.
gonna show you I can do that. But how do we do that, Cassandra? You had such wonderful training and such motivation. How do we do that now for today? For those that are not in, how do you tell us that we can be motivated to be the best we can be?
What I've, thank you. What I find myself saying to women is like the Nike commercial, just do it. Just do it. And it's cliche, so to speak, but here's the thing. If we allow society, male society, and even some female to dictate and tell us what we can't do, then guess what? We're not going to be able to do it. And being a pastor, you know, what is the scripture? I can do all things through who? Who strengthens me?
Right.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that is one thing that I believe in. Now, if you're not a believer in Christ, that's on you. Believe in whoever you want to, but just know, I got this. I can do this. And that's what I try and tell women. It's not, you know what? I take that back. I don't try and tell them that. I tell them that. It's endless. It's limitlessly for us to do anything. The sky is the limit. Whatever you want to do is going to be obstacles in life, period, no matter what. Getting up in the morning, going to work, there's obstacles. How many times have you gotten up in the morning to go to work and you couldn't find the dress or the shirt or the shoes that you wanted to wear with your outfit? Or you got in your car and I'm leaving home at 7 o'clock to be at work at 8. Good time, I can always be there. You get on 55 North and what? Traffic. Those are obstacles, but did you turn around? Did you pull over to the side of the road and cry and boo-hooed and say, I can't do it? No, you kept on trucking. You went on head to work, later not, and half the time you may have made it on time because that little traffic, that 5-minute delay, you was able to pick it up further down the road.
Yeah.
Same way in the morning, in finding your right outfit or the right shoes. You look in your closets like, I can't find my black pants. That's all right, I got a pair of blue pants. You put it on, you keep on going. And that's what we as women need to understand. It's not that you can't do it. The question is, will you do it?
Good job. I love that. And that's really true. Like our tagline for Destiny Rising is, yes, you can. I mean, we've been saying this for years, and the whole group gets together and goes, yes, you can. And I'm telling you, this is really true because we can do all things because he gives us strength. But you know what? If you can dream it, you can do it. If
Yep.
you can see it, you can be it. If you want it bad enough, you'll learn what it takes to be there.
Yep.
How long did you train? I mean, the whole time you were in the military, you were training every day.
Yes.
For the
It's
next
thing. From 1985 to 2015, I was in an everyday training of some sort. Whether someone was teaching me the right way to put in pay or the right way to write an NCOER. It was always a learning experience. And that's the thing. We're never too old to learn.
Yeah.
When you stop wanting to learn, to me, you stop living.
Oh, hallelujah. I love that because we really have, so many people have thought they have arrived. And you know what? We don't arrive anywhere till we arrive on those golden streets on that last final time,
Yep.
But I really appreciate what you're saying because that training, what was the number one thing that from the training that you had in the military to coming out, what was the number one thing that you've hung on to the most?
Adapt and overcome. See how that flowed out? It just, I've
I'm writing
had,
this down.
yeah, adapt. We had to learn how to adapt and overcome,
Yeah.
period. Because I went in and I fibbed and said I was 10 years old, but you all know I wasn't 10. I was actually 21 years old, 21 when I went in. And what I had to learn was I'm in a new environment under new supervision,
Ouch.
about to learn some new stuff. And leaving home was not an issue. I mean, I had gone off to college straight out of high school, so I'm used to being away from home. The hardest part, I had a 5-year-old daughter. Was she five? Look, I
Ah,
had to think about it. Was she 5? Yeah, because it was in 85. So she was 5 years old. That was the hardest thing, leaving her for those months. But I left her in good hands, my mom and my dad. They raised me right, so I wasn't worried about what they were going to do with her. I was fine with that. But there were some young ladies there that had never left home. And it was it was heartbreaking because they didn't know. And one of the young ladies, and I can't remember her name, but we nicknamed her Hollywood. And we nicknamed her Hollywood because she came from California. And when she got off that bus, she had long blonde hair and she had on some black shades, tall, slender, and just to see, we was like, Hollywood, that's what the drill sergeants named her. And so what was really touching was one night we were in our barracks. Uh, all right, Hollywood, you look just like it. Are you sure it wasn't you?
it wasn't.
Um, so one night, what was so touching, because she really was missing home. And as you know, I'm a singer.
Yes, you are.
And I was on the top bunk, she was on the bottom bunk. And I started singing the theme to Serve with Love.
Oh, I love that.
And she cried. And I was like, did I sound that bad? I'm sorry, what's wrong? And she said, no, her grandmother loved that movie and used to sing it to her all the time.
Oh,
So whenever she was down, I had to sing that song and she felt a lot better. But that moment, it was hard for her. So I'm just bringing up different little things,
yes,
how we had to encourage
yes.
each other.
You know,
That's the moral of that story.
and the thing is that you didn't know at that time that you were actually helping a newbie coming in. And I think that's what happens to all of us. We sometimes we don't know until later that we have done an action that actually helps somebody along the way. And
Yes.
I can't thank you enough for the nuggets that you have shared. Just do it. Adapt and overcome. I am so honored to know you. And I just can't wait till we can get together. But
Yes.
before we part, because we're almost at time, what is the final thing that you would like to say to these men and women at Destiny Arising?
What I would like to share with you is the core values of my nonprofit organization. Do
Yes,
you
please
mind?
do.
Okay. My core values, our core values spell out the word defense. D, meet the diversified needs of women with care and cultural sensitivity. E, empower women to find their purpose and embrace their differences. F, remain faithful to the service of the mission to improve lives. E, provide impactful educational resources, and to always, always act in nobility and only in ways that align with core values and the mission. S, always render support for the needs of women. And E, deliver effective programming to the communities served.
Wow, that is impactful. That is impactful. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go to destinyarising.net, subscribe, become a member, get more videos like this that will encourage you to fulfill the destiny that you have for you. And God bless you all, and we appreciate you until the next message. Bye-bye.
Bye.